I'm a businessman. Love it or hate it, I'm a businessman. So when I heard Toys R Us was going out of business, I start brainstorming like a rocket ship. How can I save this toy store that so many people knew and love? I remember I bought my first bottle of WD-40 at Toys R Us. A lot of people, their first toys, they got them at that store. A lot of people, it holds a lot of memories, a lot of sentimental value. So I said, first things first. You want to save this store from going out of business? First things first. Change the name. It's all about branding. It's not going to be called Toys R Us anymore. It's going to be called Jeffrey's Toolbox. And what you're going to do is you're going to market surprise boxes, surprise cardboard boxes, whatever material you want to have the box made out of. But you're going to put all these different toys in Jeffrey's Toolbox. Maybe you got a little plastic dinosaur. Maybe you got a pair of shoes in there. Maybe you got some WD-40 like what I had. Maybe you got a little miniature bike in there. Maybe you got a can of Pepsi in there. All these different toys you're going to be putting in Jeffrey's Toolbox, and that's how you market it. Kids go wild over giraffes. If there's one animal that kids love, it's the giraffe. They love the brown spots. They love the big long neck. They love that a giraffe can kids are always wanting to eat leaves. They love that giraffes can eat leaves from way high up in a tree. Kids can't get enough of that. So you rebrand, you change the name, and now you've got Jeffrey, the giraffe that people love, right there in the name. He's the first word of the name. That's what the businessman in me tells them to do. And of course, you look it up now, they've changed the name to Jeffrey's Toolbox. That's what they're calling it now. So the marketing thing is working. People are sharing that like crazy. People are loving that. And I think one of the other things that can be done is let's just go full blast with this whole giraffe concept. Why don't we actually get a few, maybe 600 or 700 giraffes imported into the United States? And why don't we have them walk through people's yards, walk through the streets, and they've got they all have a name tag that says Jeffrey hung around their neck, and they're carrying a toolbox, Jeffrey's Toolbox. If that happened, if everyone was seeing that every day in their town, that would be the greatest marketing campaign ever known to man. And Jeffrey's Toolbox would be the most popular toy store, maybe the most popular store in history. No doubt in my mind about that. We could turn this all around. We can make it into something bigger. Let's just work at this. Let's just put our nose to the grindstone. Let's listen to my business expertise, and let's turn this all around. Giraffes. I remember the first time I saw a giraffe. I was probably about 7 years old, and I said, wow, this animal, there's something about this animal. And then I smiled at that giraffe, and I went to sleep, I think, a couple hours later.